Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Tracy's Art and Craft, and I thought I'd come with you today and just show you a few things I've bought. I had a couple of days off, I think it was Thursday and Friday that I didn't upload anything, and that's because my daughter had come down to visit with her partner and she needed to get a few bits for her business, so I decided I'd go out, and so we went to a few charity shops. I believe people in America call them thrift shops. And we thought we'd get a few bits. I've got quite a few bits here to show you, and I thought I'd show you the types of things that I buy for my junk journals. So the first collection of things I've got are a few old books that I picked up. The first one is my favourite, and it's a beautiful book of animals. The only date that I have in here is what was written by somebody. It says 1950, so I think it's around the 1950s. And the pictures do kind of tie in with that. I would say that 1950s is about right, especially with the RSPCA inspectors and vets and things. So it's a beautiful book. It's got some beautiful images in. The texture of the book is the page is quite thick, and it's very textile. It's very nice. So not only will I use the pictures in here, but I will definitely use the words and things as well. So it's an absolutely beautiful book there. I also use the covers. If I show you what I've done with this one, which is a very similar size book and similar style, and what I do is I use what are these, like a file folder, and I fold them and tape them and just make somewhere for me to put my ephemera. It's not perfect, it's far from it, but it's just somewhere for me to pop ephemera, and it gives me somewhere very quick and easy to be able to grab bits from. So I'll use the cover of that in a similar way as well. Some of the other books that I have here. This one is The Ascendancy of France. And I got, the last one I paid £5 for, which was quite a lot, but all the money went to cancer research, so I didn't mind paying the extra there. I usually don't go over £1 or £2 for my books. These ones I thought were an absolute bargain. They're only 50p each. So it's got some lovely writing, and the book itself is from 1921, but it's got information from 1598 to 1715. So, but it is from the early 1900s. It's got beautiful paper, beautiful writing. All of this I will use bit by bit, but I do believe somewhere it might have had some pictures. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it had a few maps. That's it. That's what I remember. But mostly it was all writing. But I really liked the writing and the feel of the paper. So that's going to go into collage. I will also end up using the book covers as well for books. This one is a similar book, but it's got more of a fabric cover. And it is, I can't read that, Modern European History from 1643 to 1848. But the book itself was from St Joseph's College Library. I'm just trying to figure out when the book was written. Just see if I find a date. Because these are the dates about it. So it says it was last printed 1956, so I would call it a 1950s book. It was first published 1938, but as it's got its last reprinted date, I would call it a 1956 book. So not incredibly old, but again it's got a few nice maps in there. It's got this type of dated writing where you've got the dates, the timeline if you like, but then you've got this sort of more regular with a load of maps in. So I really like that. The paper has a different feel to it, and it's very vanilla and very aged. So yeah, I got that one. I just liked it. 50p, you can't really complain for that. And another one I got was quite a strange one. It was an outline history of Polish culture. I don't think this is very old at all. Definitely well used, but not very old. 1983. So not very old at all. but it's got some wonderful images in here of people. And I really, really love these images, even though they're glossy. If you don't like a glossy image, you can always go over it with clear gesso, so you can get rid of the gloss that way. But I don't mind in this context. This sort of black and white look fits absolutely fine. But yeah, it's got some wonderful pictures in here. Strange and wonderful information that a lot of people probably don't know. I would say here in the UK, but we do have actually quite a large Polish population here in the UK. But yeah, I will probably read this. I'm quite fascinated with different cultures and things, hence why I'm studying a classics degree. So I'll probably read this before I use it, but I do like that book. Another thing that I had bought that day was this really cute little shelf. I don't know if you can see that, or if I keep going out of, I hope I'm not keep going out of shot for you, but it was really, really cute. I just saw it and I thought, oh, all my shelves are white next to my craft area. So I thought this would be perfect to pop up just near my shelves. I could pop in things like my 3-in-1 glue will fit in there nicely. So that's just going to be so sweet to pop up. I really liked it. And it was only £3. So I think that was an absolute bargain. So I picked that up for my craft room. Another thing I usually do is I pick up beaded jewellery. That would help if I could speak. This one's a bracelet and necklace set. They're kind of ceramic. I'd say they're ceramic beads. And they're absolutely beautifully, they look hand decorated. So I'm guessing they're hand decorated. Handcrafted beads. They are absolutely beautiful. I love these. So I got those to go with my massive bead collection. And then this one, I just fell in love with these marbled beads here, so I had to have them. I've got a lot of wooden beads, but these marbled ones. So I got this for £2 and £3. Again, I bought these all from charity shops. And these ones were cancer research again as well, so I don't mind paying, you know, a little bit more sometimes, especially if I'm just donating money. But you can get these cheaper. You can pick them up for things like 50p from car boot sales, from charity shops or thrift shops or whatever. I just picked these up. They did have some for 50p, but I picked these up just because I fell in love with the beads that were on them, so I paid a little bit extra for them because they're super pretty. I also picked up a travel book. This is another good idea to pick up. I got this one for 50p. They put the price on upside down. And yeah, I picked up this travel book of Egypt. And these were always a great source of ephemera, because you have some wonderful images in here that you can cut out. You can add them onto journaling cards. You know, you can add them onto collages for accents. Or you could just add them straight onto a page, or straight into, you know, if you cut out like this square piece, you could add that straight into a little pocket, and that would be lovely. Maybe you'd want to back it with a bit of tea dye paper or something. So I think these travel books, if you ever come across them, are a great source for junk journaling ephemera. So, and when you've already spent 50p, you don't mind, you know, playing around with it. You're not losing anything. Something I didn't pick up when I was shopping, but I did the time before, and I just wanted to show you, was dress patterns. Especially if you can get hold of the older ones. I picked this up for 50p. Again, it was another charity shop, and I won't use just the pattern paper. I will also use the lovely image on the front here. I'll probably use the back in collage too, so the whole thing will get used. And you know, it's a great way to sort of not only give to charity, but you know, you can use this in a lot of ways, and you get so much pattern paper there. There's just so much that you'll get that you can use. This will last you ages. Just one pattern will last you quite a long time. And of course, you know, if you want to, you can use it as a pattern before you go and use it in your junk journal. So another thing I picked up that was brand new are my revision cards. I got these from the works, both of these, and some clear wallets. I'm currently using one clear wallet for all of my Christmas ephemera. And they help me group ephemera together for putting away. So for instance, Christmas, I will not be using Christmas throughout the whole year, so I would like to put it into an envelope where I can then store all my Christmas things away together and pull them out again next year when I'm finished. So I've picked up a few because I didn't have any small ones, I only had big ones, which the big ones are good for paper, but I think the A5 ones are just a little bit better for ephemera. So I picked some of them up, and then also the revision cards, which they are so versatile, and I'm actually going to be using these in my next video. So yeah, I picked up some more of these because I only had coloured ones, and I do prefer to use the white ones from time to time, so I got those. And then last of all, I got some fabrics and trims. Now one of the fabrics, I'm hoping you can see it on the background, but I picked up this lace that was 75p. Actually, all of the next few bits I'm showing you were 75p. So I also picked up this piece of tulle as well. Again, that was 75p. These are all just remnants from my local craft store. It's a small craft store, it's not a branded store or anything. And I would tell you the name of the store, but that will give away where I live, and I don't want to do that, so I can't unfortunately tell you where the name of the store. But they do, if you go to your local craft stores or even your local sewing stores, sometimes they have remnants of fabrics and laces and things. And they do sell them very cheaply because they would usually throw that stuff away. So both of those were only 75p, and so were all of these. This I've used in many journals and I love it. And I ran out, so I saw some in their remnant basket again and picked some more up. So whenever I see this, I do grab it. And I got this. I don't know what I'm going to use that on, to be honest. But it looks so old and vintagey. It's not. It's very, very new, but it doesn't look new, so that's why I picked that up. And I don't have any in this colour, I don't think. I was there and I was pretty sure I didn't have any in this colour, so I picked it up. I have to go for it to see if I'm right. But yeah, I got those. And then last of all, in a charity shop, and I can't remember which charity shop this one was. Sense? I think it was a charity shop called Sense. I'm not sure. Hang on, does it say on here? Oh yeah, it was Sense. And this was £1. And it's this just beautiful chiffon piece of fabric. And somebody has made this. It's quite, it's not, you know, machine made or anything. It's been handmade. Maybe a little crudely in places, but I think that's because it's older, not because the person didn't have skill, because it looks quite good, and then some places it look like it's been pulled or something. And it's got little beads on, little diamonds. I thought this would go lovely for a bohemian sort of journal, so I picked this up. I won't be using it straight away, but I did want to put it into my stash. And that is about it. The only other thing I picked up was this lovely fur scarf. And I did think about using it on a journal, but then I thought about how much my daughter would love it, and I picked that up again for just £1. And I thought about how much my daughter would love it, and then decided I wasn't going to use it right now. I was going to let my daughter have it first, because it would just look so sweet with her coat, my younger daughter. So I picked that up as well, but other than that, that is it. That is everything. So I hope that gave you some ideas of what you can look out for. Most of my things that I have, that I use in my journals, even things like this little pot here that I keep my ball pins and things in, or this little pot here that I keep my paper clips in, and some more of my ball pins are in there. These all come from charity shops, or, you know, as Americans would say, if you're American, you may find them in a thrift shop. But I do tend to get most of my things second hand. It's the cheapest way to get things, and you're taking something that somebody has stopped using and you're recycling it and using it in a different way. And as long as you minimise as much as you can on waste, then it's not a wasteful craft, which I like, because I don't like to think that I'm just putting more things out there to be thrown away. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope it's given you some inspiration of things that you could look out for, maybe in the new year with all your new Christmas money, maybe. And I'll see you next time. So bye for now. Bye.